What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. Guys, the last time we did this, starting 11s are out. We've got the Derby d'Italia, Juve against Inter, the second leg of the Coppa Italia. Juventus won this match 2-1. Away goals do count in this, so Juventus have two crucial away goals, and Inter will need to make that up. Let's start off with the home teams, their lineups that are on the screen right now. I am very shocked by what's happening right now. A real 4-4-2. I think for the first time, every time I'm always here, I'm telling you guys that the 4-4-2 that you're seeing on the formation is usually not really a 4-4-2. It's a 3-5-2. But as we see here, Alexandro left back, De Ligt and Demiral, the two center backs, and Danilo as a right back. The changes come in the midfield. Bernardeschi left mid, Rabiot, Bentancur in the center, and then Cuadrado on the right. And that's where it gets complicated, because usually there's a third center midfielder. It's usually a McKennie that's on Bernardeschi, and that's where they're able to switch. And then up top we've got Ronaldo and Kulusevski. I'm shocked. Like I'm really surprised that there's not that third center midfielder, unless we're seeing Bernardeschi be Mezzala.
That's true. We usually see a three-man back line over here. I'm still surprised Kulusevski started in that striker position. I would like to see McKennie there and Cuadrado's being more of a winger rather than a fullback over here. And we have De Ligt and Demiral there. No Chiellini, which I think could be a mistake because I feel like Chiellini's been on form and he has so much experience. Meanwhile, we see Demiral sometimes overly aggressive, doesn't make the correct decision over here. But other than that, I think it's pretty standard from Juventus. Bernardeschi on the left wing.
Yeah, but it's not standard. It's not standard. It could be still a three-man backline, but no. Yeah, but those are big. Those are really big moves. And again, unless we're seeing Bernardeschi, who's going to play as a center midfielder, then it really is a 4-4-2. We might just see Bernardeschi as a center midfielder, Alexandro as a left wing back, Cuadrado as a right wing back, and then Danilo, De Ligt, and Demiral in the middle. I'm excited to see both of those two young defenders in the middle. Big risks for Pirlo. Maybe this is going to be a more conservative approach from the start, and then reading the game and seeing how it's going to go. There's one thing that's for sure, is that Inter is going to come out guns blazing. Mike, show their lineups right now. Yes. We've got classic from Inter, 3-5-2. Everything is exactly standard. Their best back three possible: Skriniar, De Vrij, and Bastoni. Then, of course, the beast, Hakimi in the right wing back, Barella, Brozovic, Eriksen, that midfield three. Again, the best of the best. And Darmian moves to that left wing. And then Lula, right, as everybody's been calling them, Lukaku, Lautaro. This is the top formation for Antonio Conte's men. He does not want to lose. He does not want to go out of the Coppa Italia. He wants to push with every single bit. I think that the midfield battle is going to be the key to watch out in this game. Inter's got their best midfield. Juventus, I want to see how this midfield is able to cope with them. We know in the league, they were not able to. In the Coppa Italia, with Artur, who has a fever, and McKennie, they were able to compete with that midfield and really help not dominate the game, but play a good style of football. So that will be interesting to see that battle. I think we're going to see fire in the eyes of Conte's boys.
I think this Inter team almost blows Juve's lineup out of the water in terms of midfield. I think Inter right now are so much better in that midfield battle. I really think they're going to dominate this game without having players like Artur and McKennie in Juve's lineup. It makes you question if Pirlo actually learned from the first game that they played.
Artur has a fever.
Yeah, I'm just saying that those two players are not going to be there that are very key for that lineup over there. We see Eriksen get his first his real start in a really big game over here, so it shows that Conte is giving his full trust in here. We all know Lukaku and Hakimi are back. I think this one has Inter written all over it. It's just, I think they're going to get the win over here. It's just, is Juve going to get that goal? Because they do have two away goals. Those two away goals could be, I think, very, very vital over here. Are we jumping up predictions, Marco?
Yeah, one other thing that I noticed from the last time, Pirlo really shut down Brozovic, who played as the regista prior, whereas there's now Brozovic and Eriksen. And Eriksen, I've said that he plays in a better, he's better as a regista. So I'm interested to see how Brozovic and Eriksen dilly up the workload. If Brozovic is getting man-marked, again, if that's a strategy one more time, does Eriksen drop into that role? Do they rotate? Or does Eriksen just go back into that trying to play as a Mezzala, which has never really worked, or right behind the striker? So I think that's one thing that we will need to look at. And of course, reminder, this Inter, Eriksen scored the goal that got Inter to this point against AC Milan in the final moments, scoring on a free kick, a beautiful free kick. They knocked Milan out and progressed into the next round of Coppa Italia. Everything is on the line. I think both for Antonio Conte, he knows he's out of Champions League. He's out of Europe. He's got Coppa Italia and he's got the Scudetto. He knows to keep his job, I think this is fair to say, to keep his job, he knows he has to win something. The Coppa Italia is still an important competition. He does not want to go out now and only leave the Scudetto on the table, whereas Juventus, of course, will always go out there to win and has that upper hand being 2-1, and like Mike said, with the away goals. Mike, what is your prediction, Mike?
I think Inter are gonna win 1-0, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to go through. I think the away goals are really gonna come back and bite Inter on this one.
I say the same thing. I say a 1-0 win for Inter, but Juventus progress through away goals. Guys, make sure you join us for the live stream. If you're not there, we've got Enoch Barua, who's Balotelli's brother, who will be on pre-halftime and post-match. Right. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you enjoy this Starting 11 content, give it a comment below and let us know you enjoyed it. As always, talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys.